Now we can define the governing equations and add the boundary conditions. Start by double-clicking Setup in the Workbench window to open Fluent. When the Fluent launcher opens, select Double Precision. This increases both the precision and range of magnitudes that can be represented, but at the cost of using increased memory. Under Solver Processes, change this to match the number of CPU cores on your computer. This allows for effective parallelization that will improve the solution time. Once this is set up, click Start to start Fluent. Once Fluent is open, perform a mesh check by selecting the option in the top bar. We get no errors in the console, so this mesh is sufficient to get started. To refine the governing equations, change the solver type to density-based. We can further alter the governing equations of our mathematical model under the Models option in the tree. Expand it, and double-click Energy. Check the box to turn on the energy equation, and press OK. Next, double-click Viscous. In the new window, change the model to Inviscid, and press OK. This tells the Fluent solver that these are the governing equations we want to solve. We turned on the conservation of energy equation and enforced the steady and inviscid assumptions. The 2D assumption was added in the geometry step, and we will add the ideal gas assumption next. To further define the governing equations, we need to specify material properties and boundary conditions. Under Materials in the tree, expand Fluid, and double-click on Air. Here, we can specify the properties of the flow fluid. Start by changing density to ideal gas. This adds the equation of state so that density can be related to other flow properties using the ideal gas equation. This also allows us to specify Cp and the molecular weight to determine the specific gas constant. Ensure that the values are 1006.43 and 28.996 if they are not set to that by default, and click Change/Create. You can then close the window. To define the boundary conditions, we can double-click it in the tree. Start by selecting Far Field and changing it to Pressure Far Field. In the new window, set the gauge pressure to atmospheric pressure, 101,325 pascals. Set the Mach number to 3, and in the Thermal tab, ensure the temperature is 300 Kelvin, and click Apply. You can close the window. Next, click on Operating Conditions. We set the gauge pressure of the far field boundary to be atmospheric pressure, so we need to change the operating pressure to 0. Using gauge pressures is useful to avoid errors caused by small differences of large numbers being saved to memory. Since the pressure changes for supersonic flows are typically much larger between cells, we are less concerned with round-off errors and can just use absolute pressures. This is achieved by setting the operating pressure to 0. Click OK. Back in the boundary list, select Symmetry and ensure it is set to Symmetry. Finally, ensure Wedge is set to Wall. Doing this fully defines our mathematical model that we can now begin to solve. Make sure to save your project.